Hi, today is Monday the 21st, and this is the weekly recap for the IMO. Last week, Friday, the July trade expired worthless, and we closed the trade for about 10.50, so a pretty good month, just over 4% over the 25k planned capital, probably 2.6, 2.7, and 40,000. The trade was pretty easy going, and over the last few days I said, well, maybe we would like to close the CCS to be on the safe side, but really looking at the 1SD, 2SD all the way to expiry, there was very little chance. Also assisted by some technical analysis that 3260, 3280 could be a very strong resistance. At this point, if you have watched the SPX outlook video, you would have seen that 3240 seems a strong resistance, and it has proven to be correct so far. On Monday pre-market, market makers are pricing SPX around 3200. Okay, so this trade, nothing to say about it, really easy going. So now let's go to August. August is not doing badly. It is still in a sweet spot all the way to maybe 3260, 3280, still around the 10th. There's a little bit of positive theta. The trade would definitely benefit from a pullback to the 10, 3150, 3100. So this trade doesn't need any adjustment as such. The only thing we can do now that we are in the approach phase after 35 DTE, and considering this kind of trade will be close to 3 weeks to expiry, so early August, this trade can just be simplified. I can see there are a few plus ones here. So the thing that comes to mind is just to have some PCS here, reducing strikes here. We don't want to add capital to the trade, so I will also reduce this. Okay, so as you can see, capital usage would be lower, the 10 would go up to about 1300, very little to do, still good cover on the downside. So now that we have the capital released from July and this being reduced, this trade will probably take very little attention. It's going to be easier to close with only 1, 2, 3 strikes here and the CCS, so really easy to tweak and close. So this is my proposed adjustment. Doesn't have to be done today, but this will, maybe half could be done today, so maybe just a PCS here and just rolling this one up a little, and maybe another PCS roll later in the week. So this is very simple, easy going, not much sweat here. If we look at September, there's still time. I mean, we don't have that much to do. The delta is still okay, good looking tent with a flat delta over a large range. So here, the question is that if we believe the market is going to peak around here, is there really a need to add a layer, a wide layer or localized layer? I would assume that because the shorts are on 3025 and maybe another short spot 2975, we should be careful. This trade, even though it's still quite resilient on the downside, it will not have that much protection compared to July was or August right now. So if we do anything, it's going to be simple layer, maybe just adding narrow broken butterfly here. Doesn't change much, just a little two delta. It doesn't really add much to the trade. We just add $2,500 on this trade. So this is something that can be done. It is absolutely not essential. It's not a very essential layer, but this is something we could look at. If the market hovers and really finds support, as you may have seen in the SPX outlook video, there are a number of supports all the way down to 3125, and I would even assume that breaking 3125 may send the market to 3000. So this would be in line with the scenario of the market hovering, probably in the same channel, retracing slightly, but not a big fall just yet. So this is something that could be done, but that again, the trade would still behave all right, doing nothing here. So really, now that we have capital available, I would be more in favor of waiting for a more definite direction, clearer move up or down, and I would suspect it's going to be down. So I would probably keep some capital aside. As I said before, August will not be taken to expiration, so there will be a lot of capital left aside, and also early August, just in case we have some vol pop or again, some clearer direction, we may be able to enter October on good foot. That is it for now. Not much to do, not much really. I mean, this week should be pretty easygoing. Not much news. So of course, there can be anything happening on the geopolitical front, but there are not many earnings coming this week. So only some macroeconomic news later. And I will of course keep you updated on Slack. As a last note, I want to say thank you to all of you who have been with me for the last 4 years. As I said, 1st of August, so that's in 10 days' time, this service will be terminated on Eromere. Whoever is still part of the class on the 1st of August will keep access to the Roma Slack, and I will try my best to keep the same level of service. Thank you for watching and have a great week. Bye for now.